Hi everyone, thank you for being here. I'm Xingchen Zhou. Today I will present the paper, Time to Take a Break, How Heavy Adult Gamers React to a Built-in Gaming Gradual Intervention System, which is co-authored by Pei-Luen and Xueqian. Problematic gaming is an emerging type of technology addiction. Regarding this problem, great concern has been expressed over children and adolescents. However, many adult gamers who are expected to have better self-recognition than children are also at risk of problematic gaming, but are typically ignored. Therapy is an effective way in treating mental disorders, but are often time and resource consuming. Digital intervention systems are an emerging way to treat compulsive gaming. A DIS is flexible and accessible, as everyone with a smartphone can use it. Moreover, with the connected data of gaming behaviors, a DIS can provide interventions at the very moment of problematic gaming. Most intervention systems are designed for children and adolescents. These systems have mandatory time restrictions and include parent controls. When designing a DIS for adults, mandatory features may raise problems. Overly strict restrictions may cause adverse effects. The effectiveness is a crucial issue for intervention systems. Effectiveness of static intervention will suffer when users become familiar with them. Unpredictable interventions will more successfully maintain users' attention. However, a side effect is the higher probability of attrition. A target for intervention systems is to maintain the effectiveness while retaining users. To arrive at this aim, Tencent built a gradual intervention system, G-GIS, for adult gamers in their online poker game Happy Zhou. The G-GIS has three main features: self-determined goals, gradual interventions, and reward systems. Users choose to use the system themselves and set their goals of time limit. In the G-GIS, interventions are non-static and gradually become stronger. 15 minutes before the time limit, an intervention message appears at the top of the window and encourages you to have a rest. If the gamer did not stop, then 5 minutes before the time limit, pop-up intervention message starts to appear. If the time limit is met, then the intervention will be full-screen information. Full-screen information will appear at the end of each game round during the 5 minutes after the time limit. 5 minutes later the time limit, gaming will be restricted mandatorily. Besides, the G-GIS has a reward system. If gamers keep their time limit promise, they will be rewarded with game props. The G-GIS is a new attempt of intervention system for heavy adult gamers. Considering the difference of adult gamers and young gamers in family and work, we want to discover how these differences influence adult gamers' gaming behavior and their reactions to the G-GIS. Thus, we proposed the first research question. Second, we explored how the attitudes toward the game and the G-GIS influence the effectiveness of the intervention system. Third, we explored how the contextual factors influenced the effectiveness. We conducted an interview study among 26 heavy adult gamers of Happy Zhou. The participants were recruited through system announcement in the game. All participants at some time used the G-GIS. Their age ranged from 20 to 67 years old. Gamers who played Happy Zhou more than 1 hour per day were defined as heavy gamers. We triangulated the interview results with the behavioral data connected during the 8 months before the interview. The interview included topics of gamers' family and occupation demographics, their gaming experiences, motives and attitudes towards the game, reactions and attitudes towards the G-GIS, and self-recognition behaviors. The behavioral data include daily game time, daily login times, desire for reward, and reactions to intervention notifications in different phases. The desire for reward is measured by the percentage of days that gamers accepted the reward that they received for obeying the time limit. Loneliness and boredom because of lacking social activities was the main reason for indulgence in the game. Participants who lived alone and lacked companions would easily get stuck in the game. A main reason for adult gamers to regulate their gaming behavior is responsibility. Though responsibility could be for themselves, for families, and especially the underage children. Some gamers thought they have too much autonomy. They are expected to have good self-recognition, but actually they are not. And parents will no longer intervene in their gaming behavior. They need extrinsic recognitions, and the GIS can help. We identified 3 occupation types of participants and found a significant influence of it. Participants with strict work recognitions tended to stop the game before the GIS gave notifications. Meaningfulness of the work influences game behaviors. Indulgence in a game is usually related to meaningless work and boredom. Besides, responsibility for work is an important motive for gamers to regulate their behavior. Thus, extrinsic work recognitions will motivate gamers to self-initiate recognition. Regarding adult gamers' attitude, we found that participants' desire for reward is tightly associated with their reactions to the GIS. Furthermore, attitudes towards the game genre influences their gaming behavior. Participants who regarded the Happy Zhou as a gambling game more than a casual game, and participants who contended the necessity for recognitions responded more positively to the GIS. Participants also reacted positively to the interventions because they thought that the GIS facilitated self-control, satisfied the autonomy need, and the intervention notifications are out of goodwill. The intervention notification acted as a trigger. It got the gamers out of a reflexive process of gaming and reminded them to think about whether they should continue. Their decision is influenced by performance in the game, their mental and physical fatigue in the moment, and their feelings of accomplishment. If the content of intervention message meets these contextual factors, the effectiveness improves. We also found that participants have the need of occasional indulgence. In that case, they will completely not listen to the interventions. As a conclusion, we found 3 important factors that determines adult gamers' gaming and self-recognition behavior. The first is responsibility for family, for work, and for themselves. The second is the meaningfulness of work and social activities. The third is extrinsic recognitions from family members or from the work. Second, our results imply that intervention should fit the context and views, considering both factors that will facilitate or hinder the intervention. Third, we concluded the 3 cores of a GIS if it is applied to other gamer populations and game genres. That is, anticipation of intervention, rotating intervention, and allowance for occasional indulgence. These features make the intervention effective and acceptable. Thank you.